Hello everyone, how are you guys doing today? I'm going to give it a couple of minutes until more of you all join me. Hello everyone, how are you guys doing today? I'm just going to give it a couple of minutes until more of you join me. In the interim, I am going to invite everyone here.
So warm in Singapore, and I don't know why.
Okay, you see my other live was on, so hence why you heard my voice again. All right, I'm gonna do it, everyone. Oops. Me live. All right. How have you all been feeling? Important question. Hello, Michelle Crystal. How are you? First one to join. All right. First, I would like to thank everyone who sent their generous tips. So thank you, Annette, for the first one to send me such a generous tip. I really, really appreciate. Thanks to you guys, I'm able to do more of this work and take more time off my other work, as you all know. So I'll give a big shout out to Michelle Crystal as well for sharing such a generous tip. And all right, let me do all the shout outs first. So thank you, Diana. Thank you so much. So Diana has a message. She says, I won't be in the live today due to work commitments, but here's a tip to Master Cosmos. She keeps giving us the best of her. Oh, Diana, thank you so much for the sweet message. You guys are so lovely. Thank you so much, Diana, again for your generous tip. Thank you so much, Michelle Crystal, for your generous tip. Thank you, Rachel, for your loving and generous tip as well. And Annette, thank you again for your lovely tip. You guys are so special and so wonderful, and thank you all. Because of you guys, I'm able to do more of this. And I'm producing as much content as I can. I'm going to say hi to everyone. Hi, Bharati. So good to see you. Thank you so much for joining in. Annette says hello to everyone. Hi Sheena, good to see you. Hi Nimit, good to see you. MJ, thank you so much for being here. Hi Lisa. Hi Shannon, finally you made it. I know Shannon, you have been wanting to watch my lives for a while. Finally, I'm so glad you're here. Hi Mai, always good to see you. So we have 10 viewers and 10 comments. So 10 guys. So tell me, how have you all been, and what's cooking? How you all feeling since the 8/8 portal? It's the 13th of August here, and 13th of August is very significant because it's Galactic Portal Day. So also Sun is moving into the Venus conjunction. So you've got Venus and Sun together, which provides a new alignment, which means great news for twin flames. So having said that, just wanted to thank you all for being here every week and listening to all I have to say. And you guys have transformed so much, and that's amazing. Oh, Michelle says she's tired. Tired of me. Tired of the energies. Yeah. Energetically, I'm going to do a quick discourse on what's happening as far as the energies are concerned. It's been insane. And partially because of the fact that, all right. So basically what's going on with the energies is that the 8/8 portal, which is amazing. I did a lot of healings on that day for you guys, amazing people. And it was truly amazing. And post portal has been very interesting as well. In fact, I've got the post 8/8 portal aligner, which I highly recommend for you guys to get. It amplifies the work I've already done. And for those who haven't done the 8/8 portal healing as well, you can get that because it's amazing. It just adds on. I've also introduced a new service. It's called the Miracle Activator. This is for love, life, and success. And it's down. It's usually 777. It's 111. I would urge you guys to get that if you need a boost, need a miracle, because it's really, really good. I also have my soul reports on sale, so check that out too. And I have got my 5D activator on sale. So it's 333. So I know a lot of you all want that 5D communication, and this activator, I've been doing it for years. It always works magic. So I highly, highly, highly recommend that as well. And also, you guys are amazing, and I'll thank you all for your generous tips again. And feel free to tip me via PayPal, and I'll be very grateful, because it helps me to produce more content, because I can take more off work. If not, I have to rely on my traditional profession, which is the legal profession. Having said that, I would say life is amazing, but tiring, of course. You guys would have noticed a lot of changes in your lives. Many, many changes. So I'm going to talk about twin flames in separation, twin flames who are getting into union, and twin flames who are in union before I delve into the Venus retrograde topic. So twin flames in separation, there are a few categories. One category, pure devotion, full surrender. You guys are on the right track. The other one, separation because you self-sabotaged. And self-sabotage comes from ego. Ego comes from pain. Where does pain come from? All your experiences, past lives included. So for example, someone may be very close to union, but then they may be like, oh, my DM has done this, has done that, and now he's just AWOL. And you may be like, why? Everything. He even left his wife for me, but why is he not being in union with me? Because the whole journey about being a twin flame is about self-reflection, introspection, ascension, awakening, and understanding who you are on a soul level. So there's always a reason why your DM is not being in union with you. Energetically, it's pretty simple. You're not in alignment. Often the ego is the biggest obstacle, and people will be like, no, I don't have ego, I'm in complete surrender. But you have to self-reflect. What is the ego? Human beings associate ego as something bad. Ego is basically the mind translating what it has based on what has already been stored. So ego, if used correctly, can actually be a wonderful tool. You have to remember the ego is a recording device. The soul is your higher self, giving you awareness, guidance, and of course, your connection to God is what's going to uplift and transform your energies completely. Hello, Adriel. So good to see you. So having said that, for example, you're so close to union. Your DM acknowledges you are his DF, or, everything, but yet you're still not getting into union. Why? Number one, there is something in your life that you're not balancing. It could be something as easy as not submitting an assignment for ages, or not doing something that you have signed up for but you haven't completed. It could be something as such that you haven't finished something and you think that, why should that matter? Why can't I still be in union? It matters, guys, because energetically you are not ready. All right, second category. No contact, haven't heard from your twin flame at all. For you guys, I'll highly recommend the union activators because they work 100%, at least so far. Touch wood. The reason why you're not hearing from your DM yet is because you're going to hear from your DM soon. Having said that, this is also a testing period because you're fully surrendering to God and the universe. But good news is, for both these categories, things are going to change. The only category that things are not going to change is if you choose to be stuck in 3D energies and below. Again, there's no judgment to that as well, because that is what you want on a soul level, right? I mean, you can't force yourself to get into union when you're not ready. Just adjusting my hair. It looks a bit weird. Now I'm going to talk about twin flames who are nearing union. So you've got three categories. Twin flames who are nearing union, you are preparing yourself for travel. Wow, 18 viewers and 8 reactions. Guys, show me that you guys are here. I want to see more reactions. Hi, Adriel. So good to see you. Finally, you're here. Lisa says, I've been so sleepy and kind out of it last couple of days. Sheena, oh my God, eating and sleeping so much. You're like Julia Roberts, eat, pray, love. Hey, Shay, good to see you. So as I was talking about the other category, that's prepping to be in union. So you are in a lot of romantic communication with your twin flame. You're having all those deep conversation, sexual expressions, romantic expressions. You guys are ready for union. So don't worry, nothing will sabotage that. Of course, if you're worried, get some of the aligners and activators. They really help with that. But you're on the right track. So I'm talking about the three categories, right? One, almost got into union but still in separation. That's due to the ego. The other one hasn't heard from their DM at all, and it's 8 years, 10 years, 20 years, 100 years. You guys, full devotion surrender stage, but you have to tweak something in order to reactivate the communication. Third one is prepping for union. This is the favorite part, right, of the journey. After all these years of waiting for the love of your life, and finally, you get the opportunity to be together. Tread carefully. Venus retrograde is here to help you. So all three categories, Venus retrograde. Always remember, Goddess Venus is a tough teacher. She is beautiful, she is wonderful, but she's a tough teacher too. So if you operate from low vibrations or ego, then you're going to go in the reverse. And hence, that's why the Venus retrograde activator aligner is highly recommended, because it will reverse the effects either way for the highest good. So I would really, really, really recommend that, because it's one of those that those who have already gotten it have been seeing amazing benefits. But that is highly recommended for those who feel like they're going on the reverse. So it's the Venus retrograde union amplifier activator at 222. It's a huge investment. It goes on for 66 days, but it has to be started during the Venus retrograde period, which is ongoing right now. Next up is that those who are preparing to be in union, this is highly recommended for you guys too, because of the fact that if you have anything that's blocking your path, this activator amplifier is going to cure it. All right, so I've talked about the three, and this is all related to the Venus retrograde. So I'm going to say hi to Cheryl, hi to Stephanie, hi Stephanie, hi Cheryl. Oh, it's 11:11 here in Australia. It's it's 9:13 here in Singapore. Oh, thank you, Nimitz, for your kind tip. I really, and you send me 444. Thank you. That is so monumental. And thank you so much, Mai, for your generous tip. It's again 14. It's such an amazing number. Really, really appreciate you guys and your generous donations, like really, especially Nimit, 11:11 here, 4.44 there. So you guys are so cool. I really enjoy doing those angel numbers, on my page, like angel numbers, because they change, the meanings change all the time. So such joy, such pleasure. So as I was talking about the three stages, the ones who were almost in union but not in union, the ones haven't been union in a long time, and the ones who are prepping for union. All this, if done within the Venus retrograde period, which goes on till the 4th of September. And that's why the Venus amplifier activator that I do is really amazing. But it has to be done during this period so that I can do the 66 days. So which means you can even get it on the 3rd of September and I can do 66 days. But the thing is, it has to be done, it has to be started within the Venus retrograde period. So let's do it. Venus retrograde. Wow, again 14. Something with Venus retrograde and 4 4s and 1 4s and all the 4s. So definitely Goddess Venus has got a message with regards to that. And it's amazing. 21 viewers and 20 comments. All right, let me start. What is the Venus retrograde? Venus retrograde happens every 18 months. So Venus, planet Venus, is going in reverse. During this time, great things are meant to happen. So people will achieve great awards in their career. You will see great promotions. You will notice your life change forever. You will have magical opportunities come your way. You will notice so many things all falling in place. You may be getting awards by the president, by the prime minister. You will be in a because Goddess Venus is known to bless you with abundance. Hence, that's the reason why the Venus retrograde changes your life for the best if you surrender to God, if you are in alignment and you don't operate from the bad part of the ego. But again, it's easier said than done, right? Hi, Holly. Good to see you. Hi, Rachel. Thanks for the tip. All right. So as I said that, surrendering to God is the most important, and I'll keep saying it in every one of my lives because it's the most important thing ever. Next up is that, you see, my body gets so heated up all the time. Next up is your faith in the twin flame journey. Often, a lot of you all lose faith because you think it's impossible to experience a love like this on earth. Right? But the truth is, everyone deserves to be loved. Everyone deserves to experience pure love. Which reminds me of my own divine masculine. I remember I had a bread machine. And, I was making bread, and initial stages, I got it all wrong. And then one day my DM is like, let's make bread together. And he's like, oh, let's add a bit of oats. And you know what? Ever since, my bread making process has transformed, because when you add 2 spoons of oats, the bread becomes softer. And sometimes you have to surrender to your DM because there's so much you can learn from him. And often I notice that DFs tend to always think that they're better than their DM. And that's why I've created a new trend to say that your divine masculine is more awakened than you. Because the truth is, your divine masculine is a tough teacher. He's here to teach you so many things. Of course, his behaviors in 3D might not exactly translate to your expectations. But the truth is, if you take a moment to truly observe his intentions, his expressions, and he may do something, but he may feel something. So you have to really, really surrender. But often it is your own life experience that's causing you to think that you don't deserve a love like this. So you're always self-sabotaging. The biggest problem with the divine feminine is that you guys self-sabotage all the time. From writing those long messages and expecting him to reply, to love bombing him, to overwhelming him. Everything has to be done in moderation. And you have to remember, this is a journey from God, and it's blessed by God, and it will happen in divine timing. So no matter what you do to try to change it, to shift it, but what you can do is, the aligners and activators I do is pure science. It's basically transform your energies so that you get the best outcome. So divine timing, strategy, logic, rationality, and understanding, self-awareness, awakening, these are tools to get into union if that is what you want. But most of the time, a lot of divine feminines are like, I want union, but are you ready for union? You can't even accept like a tiny criticism from someone, or you're always getting angry, or you're getting emotionally like blaming the world. You're not ready because your energies are stuck in 2D, 1D, minus whatever. So that's why you get triggered when you see your DM, because you feel triggered by him, because you have so much expectations. When you have no expectations, there's no trigger. Let's try this exercise. As a divine feminine, when you send a message to your DM, what do you expect? If you're in the state whereby you just send him love, you just send the message and no expectations, then you're vibrationally in alignment. But if you have expectations, or you're getting frustrated, or you're getting angry, or you're stalking him, then you may be still getting there. So that's why Venus retrograde is essential, because this is the time of union. I remember I got into union the last Venus retrograde, it was December. It's so interesting because lately I'd been talking to a lot of divine feminines about the day you met your divine masculine for the first time on earth. And I've been doing the years in my TikTok videos as well. Like, what does it mean? So it's interesting because it's so significant. Even the date you meet, the time you meet, I remember everything, from the first time I met my DM on Earth, and that magical moment you feel it's not even magical. It's like you're home. You're finally home, and you realize that home is not. It's not a house. It's the feeling of being with your twin flame. So that is home. All right. So as I was talking, as I was talking about how interesting this topic is, like I had mentioned, so I'm going to read out what I had said. The ongoing Venus retrogrades miracles and how it makes or breaks it for us twin flames. What all you should do and should not do. And sixth dimension is what Goddess Venus revealed. So the sixth dimension, I've talked about it before, it is the dimension of humanitarianism. So basically, this is the dimension that you go to when you are completely altruistic. You just want to help. So you have got lawyers who operate from 6D, you have doctors who operate from 6Ds. So, and these are like people like Mother Teresa, the Dalai Lama, and all these people who their intention is just about serving people. So 6D is a good place to begin your service for humanity because you don't have the darker dimensions hacking into this place. All right. Next up, I'm going to give you a crash course on what the 6D is about because, Goddess Venus 6 and how it's going to apply. So again, the sixth dimension, I teach the sixth dimension as a course as well. I teach sixth dimensional channeling. So if you guys are interested, you can look at my courses in my website. So basically, guys, the sixth dimension is where ideas are born to help humanity. So this is the dimension where you create magic in terms of service to humanity and the galactic community. And that's why the 6 is the first dimension after 5 where you are completely in unison with everything. So it's connected to the 7th chakra, the crown chakra, and this is where you express your higher consciousness, your ability to completely be in union. So this is where the oneness principles begins. So this is the place where you integrate your darkest shadows too. So when you are in the epitome of healing, this is where, and that's why the Kundalini rises up to the crown, and that's when the union happens. So twin flames have to have reached up to 7D to actually get into union. But in order to get to 7D, you have to be in 6D, right? So once you're in 6D and 7D, so the reason why I'm talking about both numbers is because both are significant to Goddess Venus. So 7D is when the physical union with your twin flame really happens. And 6D is crucial because you need to have an activated third eye for all of this to take place. From 6D onwards, karma doesn't apply anymore. And that's why I always say star seeds, higher dimensional beings are not, they are not affected by karma. You're not affected by cause and effect principles. So in other words, karma is not applicable to people like us. But however, in order to get to the 6D is where you have the spiritual internet or grace, where you're always calm and you're always giving and you're always generous because of the oneness principles. Again, there's no shadow side. 5 is being hacked, and that's why I've been talking about it for weeks now. We are anchoring up to the 6 now. I'm going to look at some comments. I realized that, right. Yeah. I hope you find this interesting, guys. I don't see anything, but I see 22 viewers though. Mai says, yes, he's home. After 14 years, still got butterflies. I definitely lost faith for sure. Your faith shouldn't even be in question when you are in a twin flame journey, because it's all about surrender, and it's all about God, and it's all about completely expressing. So that's why what Goddess Venus is going to do with regards to 6D is totally amazing, because she's going to bring out such a joyous part of her magnetism, you know. That's why the 6D is so essential. And often the reason why I really enjoy teaching 6D and 7D is because of the fact that it really unites people. But of course, you know, you will only learn about it when you're ready for it, because a lot of people think they're ready, but the truth is they aren't. And of course, there's so many dimensions, you know. I've had some students a couple of years back, I've even taught about the 33rd dimension, the 44th dimension. So it's a long process. So if people think, you know, you're only limited to 1 to 12, it's infinite. Of course, they always say, when you're ready, the master appears. So having said that, all the beautiful luck that's going on with the Venus retrograde portal. So the Venus retrograde is so amazing because it brings out the truth, the true character of people as well. So example, people who have hidden intentions, or people who are trying to, you see, a lot of good people in the 6D always get, see, right now what's happening is that the not so good energies are trying to get into 6D, so they will do everything to get to that point. And often it's very interesting, because it's in a way that it's about infiltrating the different dimensions, right? But the good thing about the positive souls is that we always have another plan. So the secrets are always anchored up and up and up. And the cool thing about vibrations is, if you're not in that vibration, you won't have access to that information, no matter how much you try, unless, you know, attunement, stuff like that work. But often when you're not ready, the information won't appear to you. So for example, let's use the lizard analogy. Will the lizard be able to understand what electricity is? Just like how normal humans won't understand what antimatter is, right? But on a spiritual perspective, antimatter is everything, because matter is what creates life, and antimatter is the opposite of that. So you've got the anti-material worlds as well, and you have a lot of yogis, sages talking about it. But one thing I can tell you about the anti-material worlds is that you are no longer bound by anything. You're completely free. So when the whole filtering happens, you know, often often as a twin flame, you are split in the 13D. So this is what monadic twin flames are. With this, I'm going to touch on, I had a question from one of my clients to talk about negative twin flames. And what are they? Same like positive souls and negative souls. So negative twin flames are not connected to God. So you don't even call them negative twin flames. But for the historical aspect is that they are still a soul. That means they could be a draconian soul, or, you know, those negative planet souls. And what happens is that they are still twin flames, and they are split into two. But because they are not divinely connected, it's a different path they pursue. So that is a topic that I feel it's not really necessary here. But of course, now that my life's on YouTube, so this is for viewers to build up their, to expand their knowledge. All right. So I have, hi Krista, good to see you. Lisa Fallon, Jess listening. Oh, that is wonderful. All right. So I think I have covered quite a lot today. So I'm going to anchor it back into what is in store for those in Venus retrograde. Venus retrograde is a time for great success. But remember, honesty, integrity is very important. if you are trying to do something that doesn't follow the principles of righteousness, integrity, honesty, it's going to backfire. And that's what retrogrades do. They basically turn around, twist, and they put you exactly where you're supposed to be. Another thing is that there'll be constantly people trying to bring your vibrations down. And often you may do things to like try to make the wrong go. Sometimes it's better to have a full confession, tell people the truth, what happened. So at least in that way, you have redemption, you have forgiveness. Oh, Michelle, you're so amazing. Oh boy, I'm so glad. I'm so glad my clients from YouTube and TikTok have all joined this group now. It's amazing. And I've got a lot of my older clients coming in as well. I've been a psychic for since I was born and over 20 years. And I would say in the 20 years of my experience, I've trained so many students. I've taught so many Reiki classes. I've taught so many Isis, Sachim, Crystal, everything. One thing I can say is that as a teacher, I am so happy. But I have to say that even when I was trained, I took my time. And I was always humble, grounded, and I fully surrendered to my teachers. Because that's when you truly, truly, truly learn. All right, Cheryl's question, is raising your vibration the key to other dimensions? What else should we do? Yes, raising your vibration is the key to other dimensions. And what can you do about it? So basically, you have to get rid of 3D feelings and thoughts. Competition, jealousy, anger, fear. So these are all 2D, 1D thought processes, right? So you slowly get rid of all that. So when you not get rid, understand what they are and move on. And then slowly you will ascend into vibrations of magnanimity. And being magnanimous. But even then you have to be careful, because when you're over trusting, what happens is that you get affected. I'm a Mintakan starseed, and probably those in the starseed world will know your planet will get destroyed if you're too trusting of the negative souls. So it's always important, and that's when 6D and 7D comes in. Because when you surrender to God, you're guided. You're guided to the right situation, you're guided to the right people, you're guided. And often they will try to, sometimes it takes a while, because you're so generous and so magnanimous, and you believe in like Reggio Emilia's technique, that everyone can learn everything. But the truth is, often the old methods of teaching still applies. You can only teach a student when they are ready. So for example, the whole butterfly principle, you can't teach a pupa how to fly because the pupa is not ready. Right? But when the pupa becomes a butterfly, it is able to fly. So same thing, when someone is not ready and they are forced into certain things, that's when chaos happens. Like, for example, Anakin Skywalker was never ready to be a Jedi. And Yoda mentioned this so many times, but Obi-Wan, still went with his own. And he ended up developing a monster. So when there's a lot of fear, when there are all these lower emotions, naturally a student is not ready. So that's what the Venus retrograde does, because it brings out all of these things. People have been masking to be good, but they're not so good. Things like that will all come into light. And you will be awarded accordingly. It's so interesting. We had this family friend come over to our house, and he was meeting my DM for the first time. And I could see, you often wonder, are they really happy for you? But anyway, the point is, he was very, very different because he was going through his own struggles with his own kids. And so it was very different. So I feel like Venus retrograde is showing your true personality to the world. Even I have been tougher, even when I make decisions at work, or I've become more assertive. I've always been assertive. As a lawyer, I have to be assertive, right? But I realized that you have to be who you are, Because if not, people will climb over your head and take advantage of you. Which moves back to Cheryl's. So when you raise your vibe, and I always use these analogies in my other videos too. It's like when you're next to the problem, you are vibrating lower. But when you're away from the problem, you're vibrating higher. So when you go up, like example, you're on the 5th level of a mall and you look at the problem which is in level 1, it looks smaller. So same thing, when you keep vibrating higher, the problems around you become smaller. So that's why it's completely... Oh, Shay, thank you so much for your tip. I really appreciate that. Yeah. So, all right, guys. Having said that, I am going to take questions about Venus retrograde. So, whoever who's ready, please ask me questions. All right, what not to do and why. See, I forgot to cover the most important part. Be yourself. Be completely yourself. Also be accepting of who you are. You don't have to be upset for who you are. But honesty is very, very, very important. All right? You have to be true to your being. You have to be true to others. Gratitude is the biggest thing during this period. Because Goddess Venus is literally like sifting out people who are being ungrateful. So take this moment, be it your mentor or be it your boss or be it a nurturer, go say thank you. You know, I've been thanking some of my older mentors, you know, the whole week because I just feel this bolts and bolts of gratitude for my teachers because I was reflecting. I learned so many things from my mentors, from my teachers, from my guides, from my higher dimensional teachers. And it's so important to be very grateful to your teacher and to acknowledge your teacher. That's why I was acknowledging my teacher last week as well. Because no one is born, unless you're a robot, right? Then you're born fully programmed. All right, Lisa, how do you send other negative energies directed at you back to them? Lisa, again, this is a very wrong thing to do. I had clients ask me this before as well. You don't want to send it back to them. What you want to do is transmute. So if someone is sending you negative energies, you turn the negative energies into positive ones and send it back to them. Because when people send you negative energies, they come from a place of hurt. You know, like example, why is a gangster threatening you, right? Wrong analogy. Like example, someone gets someone to threaten you. Why do they do that? Because that someone would have said so many bad things about you that the other person got triggered. But you truly see the true nature of them on how they behave, right? Ultimately. So why do you want to send back negative energies? Send them love, send them healing, send them awareness, send them God. Literally, they need God more. So, Lisa, I would say that very simply, if someone directs negative stuff at you, you transform the negativity into beauty, joy, and positivity and send it back to them. Because that will help the whole world be in peace. So this is how you create change in the world. That's why I love Goddess Venus, because I'm very grateful because I got into union last retrograde, and this retrograde, many beautiful things are happening in my life as well, which I will share in due course. But truthfully, I have been in so much peace. I've been in a surrender stage, and that's why I'm able to create all these activators and aligners. You know, when you are fully in alignment and content, you're able to help others. And that's why I'm so happy to work with so many of y'all. Ashita, how to differentiate between 5D and 6D? 5D is your, so 5D is the bridge, you see. So 5D of the AKASHIC records. 6D is like, so if you say 5D is higher self, 6D is higher self. But the thing is, 5D still has a polarity. So you've got the AKASHIC records, you have the negative AKASHIC records, but 6D, you don't have that. So 6D onwards, it's all higher dimensional. But of course, you have a few that fall into the cracks, but the Galactic Council always often intervenes and balances it all. So that's why we are trying to anchor Earth into 6D, and with the blessings of Goddess Venus and the 8-8 portal energies, everything is transforming. I'm just taking a break. I'm just looking at the comments if I missed anyone. I think I've... thank you, Adriel. Beautifully said. Lisa Fallon, I like that better. Thank you. Marion, sorry I missed your comment. I'm not on myself during this week. Angry, upset, and disappointed. That's okay, hon. That is catharsis. That is pure catharsis. Oh yeah, I'll give you my PayPal link. Yeah, guys, if you want to send me a tip, I'll be very grateful. Then I can spend more time creating content for you guys. And I really appreciate all of you all who tip me. And I'm very, very grateful to that. All right, there you go, Marian. I'm not able to reply to you. I don't know why. How can we know more about negative twin flames? Well, negative souls are like those who are disconnected from God. So negative twin flames are disconnected to God. So it's easy as that. They don't want to choose God. That's all. So that is what you differentiate positive and negative souls. So positive souls have unlimited energies. Negative souls are basically energy stealers. All right. Renona, I'm healing, but how do you get through my insecurities and people pleasing? This is a part of the divine feminine, the wounded divine feminine that wants to love bomb and people please because you feel that lack of within you. You want to do what you want to, like how you want to be treated. So, it takes a while. You can look at my website. I have a lot of healings that may help, Renona. So I'll highly advise you to consider them. Okay. Lisa. Michelle Crystal. All right. Oh, you're welcome, Shania. Okay, I think... I missed Robin's comment. Hi, Robin. Adriel. Oh, yeah. That's why. You send them love. But the truth is the person sending you negative energies... because people only do things when they are hurting themselves, right? But that doesn't mean, you see, Mintakans, I'm a Mintakan starseed. We often want to see the best in people, right? And that's what we do our whole lives. But sometimes that you can only see that to a certain extent. After a while, we got to let go. So that's exactly what I practice. I give people a lot of chances. I help them flourish. I see the best in them. But when it comes to a point when it doesn't work anymore energetically, you have to. So another big thing Goddess Venus teaches you is to make decisions to let go. Letting go is hard. Even leaving a job is hard sometimes. You will have a toxic boss. I've been there before. I know sometimes you just feel so loyal to your mentor, your boss, your teacher. It's very hard to leave, but sometimes you have to move to get to the next place, right? And everything should come from within. But the biggest lesson I have learned in Venus retrograde is gratitude is very important. Acknowledgement is very important. Thanking people is very important. Having that, respecting your teachers is very important. That's what I've learned. And looking back, like I say again and again, I'm very, very grateful because when you are blessed with amazing teachers, your life will be amazing. I mean, I've had bad teachers too, but they also tend to teach you something. So having said that, Venus retrograde miracles. You are in for a lot of miracles. Soul transformation, abundance. You may even win the lottery. You are definitely getting into union with your divine masculine. Yeah, and just think about it. I had one TF couple, they got back together like us, like me and my DM, and now they are moving on to the next stage. So it's amazing. It's amazing. So every Venus retrograde, every 18 months, you're going to be in for more surprises. Of course, you have other portals and significant dates of union too, but the Venus retrograde is amazing. So if you guys want like a boost in everything, I would highly suggest. Oh, Marian, oh, thank you so much for your very, very generous tip. I really, really appreciate that. That's really, I really, really am touched. I'm Venus retrograde brings the best people too. Like lately, I've been meeting a lot of amazing people, and truly God's blessings. And another thing, you can always learn everything from everyone, even if it's a negative experience. It's something for you to learn. Someone asked me about this, why am I always being tested? Why am I always encountering negative people? Maybe it's a sign on what you are doing in life. Are you giving too much? Are you not drawing boundaries? So it could be a lesson in boundaries. Everything is about learning. I have a few law mentors since like my second third year law school. I've met them. I still meet up with them for coffee. I still talk about my legal career. Same thing, I also always encourage my students to do that. So I have older students catching up with me. It's so important to have the mentor mentee relationship, because you always need a teacher to fall back on. And I've always been proud to call my teachers my teachers. I've always mentioned them, because they are the ones who give you unlimited divine abundant blessings to you to succeed, and they will be the happiest. Your parents, God, and your teachers will be the happiest, the good teachers I meant, for your success. Same thing. A lot of teachers a lot of students whom I have trained have gone on to be teachers themselves, and they have their their own mentees now. Ashita, I have to write the book, because all of these dimensions I teach in my discourses are channeled by me. So there's not really a book out there, as I know, but when I publish a book, I'll definitely let you know. Michelle, when we give out of needing something in return, such as needing to be acknowledged or seen or needed to feel value, it's an aspect that needs further introspection. When you reach a point of giving out of love without needing anything in return, no expectations, you're on the perfectly sit. And that's when you blossom. Your heart is filled with gratitude. And when you're living in gratitude, it's all about giving. It's all about contributing. It's not even about anything more than that. And I always say gratitude and acknowledgement to your teachers and to your people is important. It's not because your teacher expects that. It's more of you to stay grounded and to always remember your roots as well. My mentors go back, like I had my first mentor when I was 16, when I worked as a journalist, and till today she wishes me happy birthday every year. And I find that so touching, and I still catch up with my mentors, and it's so beautiful, because they are more happy at your successes than you are yourself happy with your success. And that's why, Michelle, you raised a very, very beautiful point. And no expectations is the best, especially on the twin flame journey too. Some twin flames will ask me, I've done so much for my DM. I've given him so much food. I've bought him so much stuff. Firstly, did he ask you for those things? Second, you have already given it to him, right? You don't want him to return it back to you. Anything you do, be it for anyone, do it without expectations. But at the same time, you have to remember energy exchange. So, example, if it's a professional service, this would not be applicable, right? You have to be careful of who you allow into your professional life, because in your professional life, you have a choice. You have a choice in everything. So, Marian, I'm always tested, but I still trust and surrender everything to God. Being alone on this TF journey, no one in my family, friends know about what I'm battling. And MJ says you can post on the group wall for free reading. Make sure you write your person's name. Group is safe. Yes, guys, the group is highly confidential and the group is safe. And don't worry, your DM is not going to come into the group. But yeah, if you are more accurate in terms of giving your person's name, and then, even though when I do the Akashic records, I connect your energies, but we have met cases whereby you put a different name for the same person trying to trick us. Remember, you can trick us, but you can't trick the Akashic records because it's divinely guided, divinely protected, and you have got all these Akashic records, angels there. So importantly, you want a different answer, ask God, not us, because we can only give you what is there, and that is the Akashic records. And I would really like to thank MJ again and again every week. She assists me in delivering these lives, and I'm so grateful to you, MJ. You're the best. You're always protective of all your readers, me included, and I really love that you are so beautiful, straightforward, a tough mother, a tough teacher, a great person, and you wish the best for everyone. And that's what this group is about. We wish the best for everyone, and we want everyone to find their potential and excel exponentially. Most importantly, guys, thanks Vishal again for raising that no expectations part. They always say charity, when you do charity, you should not even remember the charity you do. But always be smart as well, because good people are always strict. So be wise, and that's what Goddess Venus teaches you. The Venus retrograde is about teaching you what to do and what not to do. So if you really open your heart and follow the guidance from Goddess Venus, you will notice that your life is shooting up to abundance, unions, all your desires manifesting and everything. Again, gratitude is very important. In fact, there's so many books on it, and I grew up with a lot of books. Let me see if there's anything on my bookshelf as of now. But gratitude is key to success. Every successful person out there is always thanking his teachers, his mentors, his or her, because of the very fact that every day when you wake up in the morning, it's so important to thank God for life, for experience, for abundance, for people, for everything. And when you actually say thank you from your heart, it's such an amazing feeling. So going back to Cheryl's question, how do you raise your vibration? Gratitude is key, guys. When you thank the universe, God from within, you are actually transforming. Yes, Akashic comes from Agastya. Agastya, Sanskrit word for Akashic means sky, the record of the sky. So I don't think Ashita's question, they are nothing but information we receive from. No, Akashic Records is a library of all information, of all your choices made in the material dimensions. So it's not information you just get from your guides, it's history. That's why twin flame checks tend to be very accurate from the Akashic records, because it's exactly there. It's like your birth records, right? In your hospital, they have exactly, you were born on this day at this time, delivered by this doctor, assisted by these nurses. So this is what you'll find in the Akashic records. You guys are amazing. Each and every one of you all who have joined this live, you guys are amazing. I'm sorry if I missed out anyone, but I thank you all for your generous donations and tips. You guys are amazing. And truly, the Venus retrograde energies have really, really opened me up as well, as a healer, as a teacher, as a lawyer. So many new things are happening in my life as well. I don't want to jinx it, so I'm not going to share it yet. But I just want to say that I'm so grateful to life. I'm so grateful to all of you for being here. And I have personally grown up seeing a teacher in everybody, be it a good experience or a bad experience. And I live in a constant state of gratitude. Gratitude equates to experience. Experience equates to raising your vibrations. Holly, oh, thank you. Grateful and thankful for knowing you. Wishing you the best. Same, Holly. And you know what? I want you guys to do a little exercise. I want you guys to thank all those people who made a difference in your life. From your first teacher, whom you can probably find on Facebook, to everyone who made an impact, to every teacher out there who actually made a difference in your life. So tell me how that goes next week. All right. Let's practice gratitude, acknowledgement and gratitude to people who have changed your, even though they are not expecting anything at all from you. But just share with them. Maybe they probably, most of them want to know where you are and how you're doing, so they'll be so happy. All right, I'm going to start with the channelings. I realize I've talked more. So I'm going to start with Annette. Thank you so much for your tip, darling. You are the best. So I just wanted to give a... All right, so the energies are amazing. And I always say this every week, but what is potently magical this week is that your DM is awakening to so much miracles and joy. He's feeling it in every aspect of his self. All right, okay. So much. You see, I get messages and my thing is disrupted. So all right, let give me a minute break, guys. I'm just going to someone just messaged me asking me if they can get a link to my TikTok. It's on TikTok, guys. You can just find it there. All right. All right. Okay. Now I can start. All right. Sorry, Annette. So beautiful. So today what is magical is that there's a lot of seventh dimensional upgrades that's happening. So you'll be receiving more downloads. So back to what I was saying about your divine masculine. So he is basically experiencing a lot of miracles and magic. In other words, Annette, what is happening to your DM is full transformation. You may even notice a golden aura on your twin flame. Yes, Rinona, I am on YouTube, and it's actually, I have my playlist up here, so you can have a look at it. So yeah, I've got YouTube, I've got TikTok, I've got everything except Twitter. So there you go. In fact, I've got over hundreds of videos, so if anyone wants to know everything, I have given as much information as I have. So next up is that I have also... okay, let me go back to Annette's channeling. All right, guys, no more disruptions, no more messaging. Okay, so again, your divine masculine is going through a massive, oh, so you are seeing this golden aura. So it's really magical. It's so beautiful. He's finally feeling a lot of peace. He's finally understanding what this twin flame journey is, just not in a technical 3D language way, but rather the magnificence. So the way he's seeing you is not you, but your multidimensional self. So that's what's going on between your dynamic. There is so much love, so much upgrade, and you are also truly activating to become the goddess in yourself. So it's truly, truly, truly amazing. All right. Your chakras are expanding. So union is very, very near. I meant multi-dimensional union. I'm seeing a lot of colors. I see hues of pink, blue, gold, of course, silver, octarine, and green, emerald green. So this is the combined energies between the both of you. All right, so with that, I'm going to channel messages from Annette's DM. All right, Annette, your DM wants you to know that this is what he's saying. He feels you're extremely special, you're one of a kind, and he remembers the past lives between you both. He acknowledges who you are, and he recognizes who you are on a soul level. And he wants to say that when the time is ready, he will come to you and reveal the truth of what he feels for you. All right. I hope that helps, Annette. I hope you enjoyed my channeling. Let me move on to the next person on the list. Rachel. Rachel. Again, Rachel, your story, your twin flame journey is as old as time. Reminds me of the Beauty and the Beast song. So basically, Rachel, your divine masculine is going through what you call massive catharsis, which means he's really pumping out all of that is not necessary in his life. Hence why there is this whole up and down energetically. So in that way, you both are kind of like directly mirroring one another. But at the same time, there is so much expression, so much love, so much excitement, so much movement. And it's just amazing, like how it is. And so the message I'm getting from your DM, Rachel, is that your DM wants you to know that you're full of light, you're full of love, and he will come to you when he becomes light himself. So lately, what I'm channeling for you is that he's on the down low and he doesn't want to bring you down. So that's why he's doing what he's doing. So thank you, Rachel, for your tip. Next up, I have got... Oops. Michelle Crystal. Oh, beautiful Michelle. I always have beautiful channeling to do. So you and your DM are on a mission. You guys are participating more on those galactic missions, policing the environment and helping other twin flames stay safe and protected. So that's what's going on for you both. There is I see 1010, 1786 and 1352 a lot for you. So I'm thinking these numbers are significant. So I feel like these are mission codes and also angel numbers to tell you that you are on the right path, Michelle. I don't know if you're still here. All right, next. Oh, Diana. I just want to say, Diana, you are amazing. I'm so proud to have you as my student. And I just want to say that things are looking amazing in your twin flame journey. You're so close to union, and we are also excited for you. And we can't wait for you to go on to create your own magic. And yes, can't wait to have you as a reader in our group too. So it's truly amazing, and you're always so kind with your words. I'm so blessed. I have such amazing students that I've been training lately, and I've taken so much pleasure and joy in it. All right, and next up, I have a lot of messages for you. Firstly, I wanted to say thank you for your generous tip as always. Just wanted to say that your DM is testing you in every way possible because he knows you're so pure and he just wants to zap out any little doubt that you have in this journey. So everything that he's doing, it may look like he's doing it he's not acting in the best interest, but his higher self wants you to know that everything he's doing is to attract your attention and to show you that you are the only one he loves. And there is no one else ever in the entirety of the cosmos that he would ever want to be with. So the messages I'm getting from your divine masculine is that you are as pure as light. You are a goddess shining her radiance always, and you do so much for everyone, and there's so much that you need. There's so much that you need too. And as your DM, he's saying that him being your DM is going to provide all of that for you. And he just wants you to be patient and wants you to give him time, his 3D self, to evolve more. So that's the message I have for you, Mai. I hope that helps. And thank you again for your tip. Nimit. Oh, Nimit says, thanks for everything. Stay blessed. I just want to say your divine feminine is recognizing you, noticing you, and wants you to know that she is trying. She's trying so hard. She's putting in so much effort and trying to bring everything into alignment. But at the same time, she needs time to totally ingest everything that's happening, and especially with the Venus retrograde and all the lion energies, 8 energies and everything that's going on, your DF has gone through massive activation. So it's a good period for you. And Shay, always happy to see you, my favorite Martian starseed. You are doing amazing, and your DM wants you to know that you are awesome, and he will keep doing the best for you always, and he will keep shining his light on you because you're full of light, and there's a lot of transformation that's going to take place between the both of you, and this is an amazing period for the both of you also right now. Looking at both your chakras, there is a little bit of alignment happening with your throat chakra, so there'll be more conversations. There will be more ascension happening as well. I hope that helps. Shay, Nimi, there's a message. Hi Vaish, I feel like SPJ is a new connection in 3D, but feel her presence coming to me in 3D. I also feel very exactly. So the new connection is a distraction. It's going to be short lived, and it's not even as significant as you put it out to be, but she's definitely coming back to you in 3D because the new connection helps her to see why you are the right person for her. So all is good, Nimit. You're most welcome, always a pleasure to channel for you and to work with you as well with the activators. You are amazing, so beautiful, so full of light. Always. Shay, yes, we have been talking a little, moving slow. Thank you. Oh, wow. I'm so glad. I've been spot on. Really, really, really happy for you. So guys, if you guys want to send me a donation, you could direct it to PayPal. You can send me a tip. And Marianne, thank you so much for your generous tip. I feel so grateful to have so many amazing people that I've been meeting through TikTok and YouTube lately, and I'm so happy to have you guys in the group. It's such a pleasure that everything is happening in alignment. So, Marianne, what do I have for you? I just want to say that your energies are completely lit. All of the past that has been keeping you back, it's all changing, it's all transforming. And what you have with your DM is extremely higher dimensional. There's a lot of communication taking place in 5D. Also, in the job front, you're going to attract a lot of opportunities, and you have the blessings, abundant blessings of God always. And I'm even getting a message for you from God. God wants you to know that you are a very, very, very special soul, filled with love and song, and basically you are a person of gratitude, and you go on doing so much good for the people around you. You're so patient, you're so loving, and your angels and God want you to know one thing, that you are being treasured, you're being loved, and you're being protected because you are such a wonderful soul. Next up, your divine masculine wants you to know that he loves you so much, that all this distance is just a test for what is going to come for the future. He wants you to know that he watches you from afar. He keeps track of everything that's going on, 3D, 4D, 5D, and he does appear in your dreams a lot, and he wants to communicate a lot more in 5D. Also, there is a lot of integration happening between the both of you, but at the same time, simultaneously, your past is being balanced as well. So which means major catharsis is taking place. A lot of stuff from the past is clearing out. So you're actually assessing higher dimensions. So there's a lot of 8D I'm noticing, and also 12D and 13D in your combined energetic fields. I see a lot of gold, green, octarine, purple, violet, different shades of pink, and it's looking massively beautiful. So much transformation, so much joy, and there is so much going on that is completely getting everything into alignment. And I just want to say that, Marianne, it's looking so good for you, and more, you're going to have opportunities to win the lottery. There will be financial abundance coming your ways. Basically, you're going to be an abundance magnet. So that's what I project for you the next couple of months. And things with your family, things that you have to like draw boundaries with, everything. In fact, you are really shining like a goddess. and it's amazing. I hope that channeling was worth it, and I really enjoyed doing this channeling for you. So again, guys, thank you all for your tips and generosity. I really, really, really enjoyed doing this live. So summarizing, I just want to say that the Venus retrograde energies are lit. This is the time to own up to things. This is the time to ask for forgiveness as well. It could be a family member, it could be a relative, it could be someone you feel guilty that you didn't do by right. This is the time to balance things out, and you are getting the blessings of God abundantly. Oh my God, Marianne, that is amazing. Your DM just messaged you. Wow. 10:11. It's 10:11. Oh, it's amazing. It's truly amazing. Well done. Well done. So, as I was saying, this is the time. So, what to do and what not to do. I'm going to summarize that again. Go with the flow, surrender to God, show gratitude to every single person. You can even learn from a child. So remove that ego and remember that all of your gifts are gifts from God. And I would love to always say this: all praise to God, all glory to God. Today I'm a psychic, I'm a teacher, I'm a lawyer. It's because of my parents and God and my DM too. So I'm very, very grateful. In fact, I spend my morning, I do gratitude meditation every day. First thing I wake up is I thank my DM for creating so much meaning in my life. And then I thank my parents, I thank God, I thank my teachers who, as I say, this is 111. I learned so much. I learned so much from all of you too. You guys are amazing friends, amazing people. Marian says, thank you, learned and healed a lot. Oh, thank you so much. You guys are so amazing. Oh, 9/11, 8/11. Wow. And you know what, Marianne? I'm so happy your DM messaged you. I feel like I'm celebrating for you. Nimit, thank you so much for channeling. You always give me hope and reassurance of my TFJ. Of course, Nimit, you're such a pure soul. You deserve it. Hi, Katie. All right, I'm going to just scroll through messages. Shay, yes, we have been talking a little, moving slow. Thank you. Yes, Shay, just go with the flow because Venus retrograde is on your side. More miraculous things are going to happen for you, and my same thing for you as well. You're going to be surprised at the amazing things that happen. Hello, Jennifer. Lisa, should I send him a happy birthday text? You should, but send it with no expectations, hun. So, don't worry about him not sending you. You do it, but do it with no expectations. Madonna, I can do a quick energy check. I'll just say that the energies are slowly shaping up for you. 11/11 is good. 11/11 is the activator that a lot of people get when they start to see changes in their lives. For me, 11/11 has always been about travel, and as I say that, I'll be traveling again. But yes, what I want to say is that to everyone, 11/11 has a special meaning. It's important to find your meaning. So I do have the angel numbers reading. That's probably the sage. So you guys can purchase that. I'll add it as a link, but I'll highly recommend the angel numbers personalized reading, because then I'll cover what all these numbers are trying to tell you. And to everyone, these numbers are very important. Katie says, my DM written from out of state today. We have been in separation. I feel like somehow divine time. Yes, divine timing for everyone, guys. It's all in alignment with that. Oh my goodness. I've spoken more than usual. Again, I want to thank you all for your generous tips, and I just want to say you guys are amazing, and I will highly recommend the angel numbers reading, which I'm going to put up. I wanted to say the Twin Flames 5D Union Activator is on sale. It's at 333 down from 777. I will highly recommend that. You can check out all of my Twin Flame Union Activators. All of my clients are benefiting it. Please get the AKASHIC Record Soul Realignment Blocks and Restrictions Clearing. It is the best investment you can ever make in your life because it's a one-of-a-kind clearing. It works with 5D, 8D, and 12D energies. I got it done 12 years ago and my life changed forever. So I would highly recommend that. Again, I'll only be keeping this price till the 4th of September. So check that out. I've created the Miracle Creator activation and aligner for love, life, and success. Check that out as well. Usually it's 777, but it's 111 for this week. And again, guys, the Venus Retrograde Union Amplifier Activator is going to be so amazing. I'll urge you all to get that. It's done over 66 days because 6 is significant to Goddess Venus, and you can start it anytime during the Venus Retrograde period. So even if it's 3rd September, it will still work. So again, guys, thank you all for your support and your generous tips and for all your patient kindness. Again, guys, I'm open to taking classes, so you can check out my courses. Recently, my student graduated after 1 year from the AKASHIC Records training, and she's doing so well. So I'm so proud of all my students for their dedication, patience, and I love teaching, and it's been such a wonderful journey because as a teacher, I learn a lot every day from the blessings of God. And really, I would like to end my discourse saying this thing: surrender to God always. Say God all the time. You can say God all the time and you will find this peace. There is a reason why God is called God. So keep saying God, and you will keep vibrating higher, which goes to Cheryl's question: how do you vibrate higher? Keep saying God, and you will see you transcending and evolving and awakening, and this will lead you to multidimensional union. All right. Oh, Katie, all right. I'll do a quick recap. Okay, what to do and what not to do during the Venus retrograde period. Basically, be yourself, live with integrity, be honest, have no expectation, do what you feel is the best, always seek guidance from God. This will ensure that you experience all of the Venus retrograde miracles. Another thing is, for those who have been working so hard the last 18 months, you will notice that you're being acknowledged for your patience. You may be getting national level awards, you may be winning the lottery, you may have unexpected travel proposals, your DM may propose to you, you may have news of having a baby, things like that. There will be a lot of things. You will also notice that people who have been backstabbing you, they will come to light as well. So Venus retrograde, Goddess Venus is helping you to reveal the truth to you. So that is what happens during the Venus retrograde period. It makes it or breaks it for twin flames is because it makes you give up your ego completely. So if you go with the flow with the Venus retrograde energies, you are going to get into union or communication or some level of being. You may also make new decisions, new things may be birthed to you. But remember, Venus retrograde period is an amazing time. I love the Venus retrograde period because it is going to, if you are here, it's going to bring you up here. That's what it does. You're going to become a success magnet, and that's why I highly recommend all my activators, because they amplify when started during this period, like million times more. So I'm having a lot of promotions. I'll urge you guys to check out my website as well. What else have I said? Yes, I've covered that. What you should and should not do. Like I said, you shouldn't live in ego. You shouldn't blame others. You shouldn't try to get other people into trouble. Do everything with your heart. So there was one question by Lisa: if someone sends you negative energy, what do? You transform the negative energy into positive energy and send it back to them. Because a person who is wishing bad is probably lacking your luck and abundance. So you transform it because you're blessed by God to transform it. So I will say Venus retrograde is full of magic and full of miracles. So guys, use this period to be highly successful always. Having said that, let me read out some of the comments. Oops. Michelle, thank you, Vaish. And you are such a pure, beautiful soul, and we all appreciate everything you do for us. I love you. I love you too, Michelle. You're such a great friend. And I'm so glad you've come to this group. Again, guys, Michelle is not from this group. Again, she's one of my older friends. And Samantha, always happy to see you. And wow, you are glowing always. Katie, I've done the rap. Adriel, communication will be wonderful. It will happen, Adriel. You're a beautiful soul. Remember, you're an angel. Katie says, been praying for his return now, been guided not to have, yes, don't have expectations. In fact, I have a couple of lives where I talk about no expectations. Rewatch that as well. Having said that, I'll just say, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Venus retrograde period. Next week, I will do another wonderful live. There are a lot of interesting topics that is coming up as I do this channeling for you guys. Most importantly, be yourself, be the light you are, and keep helping others, keep serving others. Be as humane as possible, but at the same time, draw boundaries. If you feel like you're being taken advantage of, tell them. Sometimes people don't even know that they are taking advantage of you. So sometimes you need to have the honest conversation. So when I say honesty, it's not only about living honestly, but telling people the truth about what you feel as well. And when you speak the truth, you realize that everything around you turns to gold and magic. So with that, have a great, 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 great mid-August, and I will keep having more promotions on my page, Twin Flames Reunited, so you guys can have a look. I will send you guys my page. Where is it? Really, all of my updates are on my page, so even if I have a new live or anything, it's always there. So this is the one. You guys can follow my page. Yes, I am taking donations. So yes, do you want my PayPal? I can send it to you and I can do your reading if you would like. Q Pang, I think you're new here, right? I've never seen you before. So yeah, this is my PayPal link. So yeah, guys, feel. Oh, thank you, Pang Q. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Just want to say, I will do you a reading. Basically, you know what? Your energies are very light, and the first thing I see with your energies are blue, pink, and green, which is an interesting combination because blue indicates communication, green indicates the heart, and pink is the beautiful, miraculous nature of your connection with life in itself. What I'm picking up is that there'll be more opportunities for you coming up in the next few months. Your love life is going to really, really shine because old stuff is being cleared out. And I will say that there's going to be a lot of miracles happening in your life as well. So you will notice this step by step. First, you will see a change in your environment. Then you will see a change in your career. And then after that, your love life is it's going to be like a domino effect, one by one, but it's going to be good. It's going to build, like everything is going to build onto one another, and this is eventually going to bring you to a higher vibrational state. So the advice I'm getting from your angels are that keep being you, because you are full of light and you are full of expression, and to keep on doing what you do best, which is to completely be yourself. So you have a question for me. I was told before that Clifford, my true twin flame, what messages does he have for me? All right, I will do a quick connection check for you, Q Pang. Just give me a second and I'll connect to the AKASHIC records. I'll say that Clifford is your monadic twin flame, and what I want to tell you is that the messages he has for you is he wants you to know that you are very special, but he's just that he's not ready yet to fully commit to you. So he needs to do it layer by layer. So his messages to you is that he dreams a lot about you. He sees you a lot in his dreams, visions sometimes, but he always likes to play it cool. So often he doesn't express himself completely. But when I connect to your Akashic records, one thing I can feel is that change is happening right now. And like I had explained earlier, your life is going to change completely during the month of August. So you're going to see a lot of changes. So having said that, I want to end off with saying that the messages he has for you is that he's basically saying you are full of light and that he wants to be with you all the time, but at the same time he feels there's something important that you both have to do. So I'm getting galactic messages. So he wants you to know that whatever you're doing right now is part of the bigger mission. So that's the message he has for you. And he just wants to say that he loves you, every part of you, every cell of you, and he always admires you for who you are. All right, then with Q Pong, I'm going to close up my live today. And guys, if you want, you can follow my page, Twin Flames Reunited. And yes, I've got my website. You can check out my services. I have a lot of promotions there. I'll just say, guys, take advantage. August is an amazing month. So be light, be gold, be full of love and gratitude, because the time has come. You're most welcome, Q. All right, guys, you all take care, and I will talk to you all next week. All right, bye-bye.